I am discovering me. Discovering me. My identity was hidden, taken from me, long before my ancestors began hanging from trees. The serpent, he was the real thief, deceiving my sister Eve. He made me forget I was royalty. My father is a king. I am the daughter of the everlasting, loving, omniscient three. He came to give me life. This world wants to take it away. He never intended for it to be this way. Free will, a blessing and a curse. Say my name. My life matters. God said it first. Discovering me. Redefining my identity. Made fearfully and wonderfully, flaws and all, my destiny was altered when I heard his call. I can't see where I'm going, but I know what I'm leaving behind. My faith is blind, lamps at my feet as I shoulder his load. I feel light, I see life as I walk the Samaritan road. Hello everyone, this is your host Nori on the Discovering Me podcast, and today I wanted to talk about gratitude. So what are you grateful for? This is something that I've had a lot of time to think about, sitting at home, not really doing much, just trying to, process how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking. And recently, I've just realized how grateful I am for where I'm at currently in my life. Buying our house was definitely a gift from God. It was not something that we ever thought we would be able to do. And then the pandemic came, student loans were frozen. We were able to save up some money. We were able to move some things around. And we started realizing that if we paid off certain things and we did certain things, that we could actually afford to buy a house. And I'm extremely grateful for our house. We bought our house in the middle of a pandemic where everyone was offering 10 to 20 plus over asking. When we found our house, it had only been on the market for a few hours. We were the first people to go see it. We were able to talk to the owners. And my husband wrote a letter, I forget exactly what he called it, but he wrote a letter. I think it's like an offer letter. And it was just really nice. It was, as soon as I walked in, we had viewed probably maybe 4 or 5 houses before that. And I liked some of them. Some of them were okay. Others were like, absolutely not. But this house, as soon as we saw it, we were like, well, at least I was. I was like, this is the house. This is the one. This is where I see us. Like, I just felt like it was home, and God really worked it out. I think we viewed the house on like a weekday, and then by the weekend we were closing. It was, well, not closing, but like they had pretty much accepted our offer. They wanted to give us the house, and I was excited. I'm super excited. And so I'm just extremely grateful for that. I'm grateful for the fact that God knew exactly when we would be looking. He set that up perfectly. We clearly had no hand in that. Like I said, we didn't think we were going to be able to buy a house for years. It wasn't until our friends started looking at houses and buying houses that we were like, oh, okay, like maybe this is something that could work. Let's actually look at it and see what our chances are. So it was definitely encouraging. I'm also grateful because our house is right on this road with a beautiful park down the street, and the park has a few different trails. It has a beautiful lake. That's actually where I am right now recording my podcast. I'm just kind of walking through the trails as I'm thinking. I was finally able, so as I said in my first episode, I wasn't able to go anywhere. I'm not able to do anything. I can't drive. For the past month or so, I also haven't been able to even walk anywhere because I would get too tired too quickly, or I'd get dizzy or whatever. So I just avoided it. Today was the first time that I said, you know what? I'm feeling good today. I was supposed to have a friend come over and it didn't happen. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go for a walk. I haven't done anything, and I am really grateful to be able to go for a walk. I never knew how much I took that for granted. I never knew or realized how something so small would basically become so important. So yeah, I'm grateful for my house. I'm grateful to be able to go for a walk. I'm grateful that we live so close to this beautiful park with so many different trails and beautiful views. God has really blessed us. I'm also extremely grateful for my husband, because through this entire process, he has just been so patient, so kind, so loving. And it's just, when I think about all that God has given me, I'm just really blown away, because I don't deserve any of it. There's nothing that I've done to deserve such a beautiful life. I don't think that there's anything super special or spectacular about me. I mean, not putting myself down. I mean, I know I'm made in God's image. I know that I am, fearfully and wonderfully made. But I'm amazed by how much God gives, even when we're not asking, even when we don't think about it. He says he comes to give us life and give it to the full, and that is so true. I sit in my house and I look out my windows, and we have such beautiful natural lighting, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. Everything is just so perfect. There's nothing I would change. I mean, there's little things that I'm like, oh, I'd rather have this and I'd rather have had that. But honestly, when I sit down and I think about it and I look around, my life is amazing. My family is amazing. The support that I have is amazing. And I'm just truly grateful, even to be able to be out during this time. And we don't have a lot of money. It's not like we have, thousands of dollars in our bank account where I can just stay home. We don't have thousands at all. I'm just really grateful that God has just been providing. Like, it just blows my mind that if you really just stop, if you stop trying to solve the problems, if you stop trying to figure it out on your own, God honestly comes with the solution. He comes with whatever it is that he wants you to gain from that. He comes with whatever it is that he wants you to learn. God truly, he really does take care of you. When he says he's going to take care of you, he's going to take care of you. I don't know if any of you have experienced this the same way I have, but I know my eyes are opened. I know that my vision is totally different. The way that I view the world is different. It's just amazing to see what God is doing and how he does the things he does. I don't even know how to put it into words. It's like really, if you just stop, if you observe his ways, if you really just rely on him, God truly does supply your needs. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't work or that you shouldn't try or give effort, because that doesn't make sense. But what I am saying is that God provides despite our efforts. God provides despite our trying. God provides despite whatever we want to do. He gives us everything we need, and not what we want, what we need. Like, I would love to have more spending money. I'd love to buy more things. I'd love to do this. I'd love to do that. But my needs are met. I have food. I have shelter. I can pay my bills. There's nothing that needs to be taken care of that I'm in want of. There's nothing that needs to be done that I'm fearful won't get done. I feel like when you're a good steward of the things that God gives you, he gives you more, and he continues to take care of that too. And I'm just really grateful. I don't even know if I'm explaining this right. I don't know if, you guys are getting what I'm trying to say, but I just really wanted to express my gratitude to God, and I just really wanted to share that with whoever ends up listening to this. I just really wanted people to know that God is gracious, and he gives, and all you have to do is trust him. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that he doesn't, just leave me out here struggling to wander or whatever. He really does take care of me, and I'm grateful for that. So that's all I really have to say. I know this episode is kind of short, but I just wanted to come on and just talk a little bit about gratitude and what I'm grateful for currently. Thank you for listening. Whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. James 1:17, New Living Translation.